Hardheads 2 are the ones inside. That brings us to Ciclon.
Ciclon. I guess I'll start. I'll start running down that way toward the where the Doomguard are, and I said, I think they're back this way.
Now, are you trying to imply that the shot came from that group? Is that the goal?
Yeah.
Okay. The five guards.
Doomguard tried to turn me in for a bounty. I don't think so. Them noise.
Yes.
Here's the 5 you have with you, Ciclon. I'll let you move with them.
Okay.
When you say the shot comes from that direction, you indicate the Doomguard. All these Harmonium guards with you have their weapons drawn. And when the Doomguards see it, they draw their longswords as well. One of them yells out, says, "None of us have a bow, Burke. What are you even talking about?" Another one chimes in, "We'll cross blades if you really want to dance." And that brings us to these Indepts, who are not on the map. They step forward. What is Mahogany's demeanor towards the Indepts at the moment?
I'm kind of mugging for them. Like, can you see these clowns chasing me, like, can't even catch a lion?
Make a performance check at disadvantage, because you're a lion.
Maybe I'm a lion.
This will be fine.
I hate that song. Everybody loves that song. But I
do.
can't
Yeah,
stand it.
Here's the
really
thing.
like it too.
Even a lion failing a performance check is still a lion. Yeah, I fail.
Well,
Yeah.
so these Indepts decide that this lion is a threat.
Oh no.
They close in, and one of them shouts out to the hardheads chasing you. He says, "You there, how much will you pay for its pelt?" That's a 1, that doesn't hit. That's a 4, that doesn't hit. How does a 13 do you?
A 13 does hit.
Does hit. And how does a 24 do you?
Oh, that'll hit me too. I don't know, yeah.
Okay. So one of them gets you with the spear. 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The other one has a great sword. And that's a crit on the great sword. 21 slashing damage. As this guy with the great sword moves in, he's the one who shouts out, "How much will you give me for its pelt?" and brings the sword down and tries to take your head off. And you feel it cut deep into the meat of your neck. And the bone
One more hit
slides away. Brings us to Hardheads 3, which is the group on the other side of Mahogany. So you used a dash action to get away from them, correct?
No, I didn't even have to.
Then they can close in on you this turn. And let's see if Mahogany survives the night.
They can't both close at me and hit me. There's no way. My speed is 50.
Oh, I thought your speed was 40.
No.
No, that's fine. They will all dash up to you, though, and they take up position to surround you. One of them hollers back at the group of Indepts, question mark? Tells them to mind their own business and back off. How many hit points do you have left, Mahogany?
I have 2. 2 is the number.
Beautiful. The Doomguard are approaching Ciclon with weapons drawn, and the 5 guards here. Doing some mental math in my head. Were they close? I'm going to say they were close enough just to make it simple for me. Ciclon, what's your AC?
AC is 15, I want to say, yes.
15?
Yep.
So a 10, sorry, 11 doesn't do it then.
11 does not do.
These Doomguard close in with the Harmonium and begin trading blows. One of them breaks off and comes at you, but you manage to dance out of the way of his curved blade. Kelian, everything is fucked. Everything is fucked.
You're telling me. I'm going to fire into the group of hardheads, in-depths, and Mahogany.
So who are you trying to hit?
Trying to hit the in-depths, but making more of a scene to get them distracted / scared. No. Make it look like I'm going for the lion, but not really.
Because you're hidden, they don't know where you are and can't watch you. That's probably going to be impossible. Because all they're going to know is who the bolt hits.
Just in-depths then.
Okay.
Fucking in-depths. Who cares?
Yeah, it's true. Which one? There was the one with the greatsword would be the most dangerous.
Yeah, the greatsword guy.
All right, roll it.
At advantage?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm still hidden. Uh, 18.
That hits.
Sick. 4. Whatever. 5 plus 4 is 9 plus. No.
That's fine. It'll just be another 5.
No, it
1.
wasn't.
So 11 plus 9. 20 damage.
20 damage.
21 damage. 21 damage.
21. That's a lot of damage. Okay. And you hear the guy with the greatsword. He cries out as he gets shot. And as soon as you fire the shot, from behind you, back in the street, you hear a bunch of hardheads screaming some variant of, "There he is! I can see him!"
Hide!
And what happens now? Hide?
Hide. Oh shit. 13?
13?
Yeah. Something whatever. 13.
Where are you trying to hide?
In the whatever's darkest.
Whatever's darkest?
If it's whatever's farthest away in conjunction to how dark it is.
So you got 30 feet of movement. You might be able to duck into a side alley and lose them there. That's probably your best bet.
Far away from the actions that take me?
30 feet.
Alright. Let's do that then.
Okay. And your stealth was what? 13?
Yeah, it was a 13.
Hoofing it through the alley, you hear the guards hot on your trail. And you dive into a pile of refuse from this tavern that the in-depths had come out of. And you try to get out of their line of sight immediately. And you hear footfalls coming up the alley. And you look up just in time to see one of the hardheads peering down at you. But he's used too much of his movement and can't attack you this turn. So let's put you back here with this guy. Mahogany.
Mahogany disengages
Okay.
and runs 50 feet, continuing down the alley.
Now, this is going to be the alley that you just saw Kelian and the hardhead disappear down?
No, I think I went down a different direction than that.
Okay. So go ahead and move yourself relative to kind of where you want to go.
Alright. Where did Kelian go? He went right there?
Yeah.
So let's say I'm going like this way.
Okay. Disengage and move your full 50.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to bring us to Hardheads 2. They're inside. Going to bring us to Ciclon.
Go after the one who took a swing at me.
All right, roll the hit.
That was a 13 dude.
13 hits.
It hits? Okay. I deal d6 damage now. Nice. 9 damage?
Okay. He's not going down with 9
I also
damage.
get extra. What's that?
He does not go down with 9 damage.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. I'm just looking at something real quick. Hang on. Oh yeah, beginning at 5th level, I get an extra attack. So, second attack on this. Same dude. Probably a actually 8 plus 5 is 13. Yeah.
13 hits.
Uh, 4 more damage.
So that's 14 total?
Yeah.
And you,
No, 12. 12 total.
12 total. Okay. You pummel this Doomguard, and you beat him with an inch of his life, and he drops to his knee, breathing heavily, bruised and battered around the face and stomach. The Indeps is just chaos down here. Indeps question mark. You don't know their Indeps. They seem to be arguing loudly about whether to chase the lion, fight off the hardheads, or chase the guy in the street who just shot them. Before long, though, they're totally engaged with these hardheads who've fallen down on top of them. Riot and Serenity, you find your way upstairs to Hollis Dwath's office.
Alright. Once I get within 60 feet of that door, I'm going to cast Knock Again at it.
Okay. So you can cast it easily from... probably the closest you could get with line of sight would be the doorway of this records room.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
And then run up to the door.
And as soon as she does that, I will move next to her and cast Pass Without Trace on both of us.
Okay.
Nice.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And you get into Dwath's office. It's not evident immediately where your stuff is being held, but I will make an investigation check, and if the other one's helping, you can make it add advantage to find things.
Why don't you look and I'll help?
What's my investigation's only +1.
I think that's mine too.
I'll help. You're the one who knows where it is, and you're the one who cares.
Okay. Yeah, it's +1.
Wow. Wow.
And also, I'll also give you a Bardic Inspiration dice. Why not?
What is that, an 8 or 6 right now?
It's now an 8.
Very nice.
So that would be a 24, 23.
Okay. You look around the office for a little while. His quarters, and what all do you have to hand over? Javelins, your maul.
I mean, the only thing I really care about is the maul.
Okay.
He's got a lot of my weapons, but that's as soon as I find the maul, anything else that's next to it, I'll pick up. But that's all I really care about.
He has a small wardrobe in here for his personal effects. If he was telling the truth, the only thing you could find that fits the bill... Oh, I gotta answer the phone. And then I will finish that thought. Hello, go back.
Kelian has been discovered. He's got a hug.
This right here. This shit right here is ridiculous.
This plan going perfectly?
This plan is amazing.
It's
I loved everything about
I
this
am
so
far.
good.
I-
It's
The world's
good.
greatest
so
plan.
good.
Oh, this is the worst
Damn it,
plan
people.
ever.
I told my wife, I'm like, go quick, I gotta get back to the game. She's like, okay, you wanna stop eating at dinner? I'm like, yeah. Do you care where? No. Okay, I'm going to Taco Bell, bye. God damn it, I gotta eat Taco Bell.
Oh no! Now you're gonna have Taco Bell.
Anyway.
Rick,
Should have said Moe's.
Yeah. While we're in Hollis Dwath's office, I'm just gonna grab the first pile of documents I see.
Wow.
Roll percentile. Tell me what you get.
Okay.
Lower is better.
I'm not gonna tell him what's better.
Yeah.
Alright.
Doesn't even matter. This is.
Gonna get a bunch of menus.
36.
It's a
What's that?
36.
36?
Yeah.
Alright. Serenity.
Yep.
At the bottom of the wardrobe, underneath what looks like some kind of fancier wear that Dwath would put on for official meetings and gatherings where the martial equipment would not be appropriate. But fishing from the back, you pull out a lockbox that's very heavy.
Is it heavy enough large enough to carry them all?
Easily. It's heavy enough to carry everything you gave him except the javelins, which you find just leaning up against the wall because they were too big to fit in a lockbox.
I'll take that and the lockbox and throw them in the bag.
Lockbox will not fit into the bag. Too big.
I'll just throw it under my cloak. Does this outfit have a cloak?
No. I mean, this lockbox is...
Reach into the bag.
Reach into the bag. Was there a cloak in there?
I guess we'll find out.
I'll give you a 30%
There might have been
chance.
because I threw a bunch of us in garbage.
I'll give you a 30% chance of there being a cloak in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll 30 or under.
Come on. Metal die is 10/10.
Okay, we already had one on the board over
Then
here.
you could just...
Yeah, we had the ones I just rolled.
That's alright.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Nice.
Perfect plan every time.
And
This is a great plan.
now let's roll to see if you actually get a cloak. Alright, and you pull out a cloak that does not at all match the Harmonium armor.
That was worth a try. Is there a cloak that matches the armor in the wardrobe?
Fishing around, you find one of Dwath's cloaks that's got Harmonium colors on it.
I'll grab one of those.
It's immediately identifiable as a high officer in the Harmonium.
Oh.
I'll take one.
Okay.
Go ahead and mark that on your
Here,
sheet.
carry the lockbox under it, and then I'm gonna grab one of the documents as Riot is fishing them out, and I'm just gonna tear off a corner, up an ink pen, and write "Sorry, Serenity," and leave it on the desk. And then we're going to get the hell out of here quietly.
Okay, the lockbox is gigantic and heavy, so it's going to take two hands to hold it. Concealing it under a cloak will not be impossible, but it will be difficult. Fortunately, by the time you leave the office, you're hearing the activity all the way across the yard and through like 4 barracks walls. So your journey back downstairs, you don't meet any resistance. You don't see anybody else until you get into the mess hall.
We're just gonna try and sneak out with nobody noticing us.
Yeah.
Okay. One of you make a sneak check. You're making this check at disadvantage, but I'll also give you advantage because you're helping. So just roll the straight sneak, but only one of you gets to make it.
Remember, pass without trace.
Yeah, we have
what's
faster stuff, right?
What's your stealth? Mine's just +3.
+1.
I'll make it then. Alright. Just roll the one die.
That's a
This is a
27.
good plan.
that's like a 30.
Good plan. Clearly, we've
30.
been listening to planes tonight.
Okay.
Every year is a cipher for tonight.
Mahogany, do you have any intention on engaging anybody else in combat down here?
Oh, absolutely not.
So what? You're disengaging from the combat and heading towards the temple then?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've had enough.
Ciclon, what
Yes.
is your intention with the Harmonium and the Doomguard here? They're
I'll let them
convinced.
start duke it out.
Let them duke it out.
Yeah.
So you're going to disengage from that combat
Yeah.
and do what?
Do I see the lion running off?
Yeah. Looking through the crowd, and you can see the heavily injured lion running away.
I'll start chasing after that lion.
Okay. You're going to start chasing after the lion. I'm going to... Does a 16 hit you?
A16 does.
8 slashing damage from an opportunity attack from
Displaced.
one of the Doomguard. Displace it?
Displaced.
Alright.
Yep.
Reroll that. Does an 8 hit you?
Nope.
Then no. He swings it where you think you are, and one of your beads softly shatters around your neck. Kelian,
Yes.
you got the one guard looking directly at you. And who is going to act next? You have the next
My
action.
turn next.
Yeah.
Just going to push him away and run away from him and any other Doom guards that might be there to where he was.
Well, there's no Doom guards there. It's just the one Harmonium guy that you saw.
Sorry, I meant Harmonium.
So what actions are you taking to get away from him?
Disengage, and then dash, and then dash.
We can only do two because you only get one cunning action. So you can disengage and dash, or you can dash and dash.
Dash and dash.
Dash and dash. Okay. I'm guessing an 8's not going to hit your AC.
Oh no. Okay.
And the Harmonium,
Man.
the Hardhead slashes at you, but misses. You duck under. You get the length of the alley away, and you hear him giving chase behind you. Inside the barracks, these two guards are in this auditorium trying to mass up who's left inside the barracks to go out and deal with the chaos, as the two of you come running in from the mess hall. And they haven't noticed you yet, because you kicked ass on that stealth roll. It's not that there's anywhere to hide in this room, in this auditorium, because there's not. It's just they're all focused on what they're doing right now. And so it's your move.
I feel like we should just slip past him.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to go down the list then. Riot and Serenity, what is your goal right now? To get to the temple?
Yeah, to get to the temple.
What is Kelian's goal right now?
Once he sees Riot and Serenity, to go to the temple.
Not possible, because you went back
That's
in the
the
hallway.
guy on me?
Yeah, you looking back, you've gotten buildings between you and the barracks now, and the guy chasing you. So
Then
unless you double back
Run back to the barracks.
through the hallway past the
Because
guy,
he
or,
needs...
or find another route.
Find another route.
Okay. So you're going to double back, wait for Riot and Serenity. Ciclon is going to give chase after the lion. And nobody blocks Ciclon's path, because Ciclon is on their side, so they think. At this point, Dwath is trying to get everybody masked back up. He's barking orders behind him to get the Doomguard irons. Ciclon, you see another large group of Doomguard, or Harmonium breaking off in that direction to handle them.
That's fine.
This battle here has gone badly for both sides. The 5 Harmonium fighting the riffraff that Mahogany got all riled up. You see some dead laying on the ground and some gravely injured. One Harmonium who is not taking grave injuries is clapping manacles on the living combatants. Kelian,
Yeah.
make me one more stealth check. Because people are still actively trying to find you. Roll real high.
Wow.
20 will do.
Wow.
Crit.
Wow.
27.
20.
Crit,
Do
so.
I also
Do I need to say
rolled
it
a
again?
20.
I don't need to say it again.
No, you don't.
This plan is perfect.
Wait, did you say you also rolled a 20?
Yes, but his perception's not as good as your stealth.
Wow.
So Kelian, you find another path coming around the barracks, approaching it from the south side. As soon as you're about to duck out, you see the patrol coming, so you duck back around, wait 4 seconds for them to pass by on foot. And you come around the corner, approaching the barracks from the south. About this time, Riot and Serenity coming to the front gates. You see Dwath desperately trying to get all the men formed back up in the chaos. It looks like most of the bloodshed is over, but there's basically no way to get out into the street without being seen.
Kelian's going to wait until Serenity and Riot make their way out.
Okay. Right now,
So
I've got Kelian at this south wall here. I've got Riot and Serenity. Where's their little markers at? They're down here. right at the front gate, about to exit, Ciclon is chasing after Mahogany. That's where I've got everybody right now. Does that look good to everybody?
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah. All right, I'll glance out the front door.
Okay.
What's out there right now, from my perspective?
Chaos. Less chaos than there was a moment ago. You see, looking off to your left, up here, you see dead Doomguard by this point. A large amount of Harmonium fell on them. They resisted, and they've been put down. Looking down here, you've seen some injured Harmonium have put some of the other rabble-rousers into custody. And in the middle, you see Dwath still has about 25 or 30 Harmonium that he's beginning to form back up into ranks again. You do not... Go ahead.
Sorry, continue.
I was going to say you do not see Ciclon or Mahogany. They're way too far away. And you do not see Kelian because he's hidden.
Do I hear anyone else within the barracks where we are heading towards this gateway?
Yes, you do. You see, because you came across another group of them in this auditorium that were about to head back outside.
And is Riot wearing that cloak, or did she just take it?
I just took it. Stuck it in the bag.
Oh, you put it in the bag? In the solution
Yeah.
bag?
Yep.
Okay.
Solution.
It's not a solution.
Is there any place to hide in this immediate area, like in one of these rooms?
You have no idea what's in those rooms.
I'll try the closest door.
And it's unlocked?
Slide it open slightly and you're in.
You slide it open slightly and what?
Just look in.
Peer in. Looks to be an empty guard station.
I'll look at Riot, slip in here for a minute, let them go outside, and then leave.
Seems like a good idea.
Okay, so you guys slip in just about the time these guards come around the corner. Ciclon, chances of you catching up to Mahogany are slim unless Mahogany slows down and allows you. But after you guys...
I've got 45 movement, so even running full tilt.
Right. But after turning a couple corners, Mahogany looking back over your shoulder, your only pursuer at this point is Ciclon.
Alright, then I'm gonna duck into an alley, making sure he sees me, and then I'll wait for him.
Follow in behind Mahogany.
And I'll transfer him back.
Okay.
What's your AC, Mahogany?
My AC is 17.
Ciclon takes a swing at you, but misses.
I block it with my shield, and I say, that's a funny way to say thank you for saving one of your friends.
That's a funny fucking way of ruining everything.
Ruining what? We got Serenity out?
Ciclon is
Plain
pissed
resistance.
right now. He is blinded with any kind of... He's not able to make any sense right now. He is extremely pissed.
Are you one of those good types? Isn't rescuing people from being kidnapped in the job description?
What the fuck is the plan? What the fuck is the plan? Because you guys like kit bash some kind of goddamn plan together. What's the plan? What are you doing?
Head over to the Temple of Bahamut, maybe warn the High Priest that a bunch of hardheads are become assault them. And we head over into Mount Celestia, figure out what's going on.
All right.
I my arm around Ciclon, and I say, good to have you back on board. Let's go.
Push Mahogany's arm off my shoulder. I thought we were going to go do a thing with, I thought we were going to go do a thing with Happy or with Ballbreaker. I thought you what happened? What went through your brain today?
Happy will hear about it. Let's go. And Mahogany heads off.
Ciclon follows.
And you guys
right now, his options are right now are follow or get arrested.
And you guys are headed where?
I head back to not back to, but to the Temple of Bahamut.
Okay. Kelian.
And I want to know if I see 3 monks following me.
You don't see 3 monks.
Great.
Kelian. You watch a couple more guards come out of the barracks, which just adds to the chaos. Dwath has just about got the contingent back up. They're marching these arrested Indepts inside and dragging these Doomguard bodies back towards the barracks. And Dwath breaks away from his contingent to talk with these 3 groups of Harmonium around them.
Can you hear any of this from inside?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
If you're right, there might be actually a window in that room. Oh no, there's not. There's windows up on the 2nd floor and in the towers. But yeah, you hear the shouting still in the street. And I mean, you heard the doors of the barracks open up and the 5 guys you saw earlier exit.
I'm staying hidden until I know
Okay.
Riot and Serenity are making their way out.
What is Riot and Serenity doing right now?
I feel like this is probably a good time to drop my disguise, since... You think we can stealth our way out, Serenity?
Sounds like there's too many out there. I don't think there's any cover. They're not going to hear us, but they'd see us. Do you know if there's any other exits to this barracks?
I think it's designed with only the one.
Is there any window or anything?
No, there's no window on the outside wall.
I mean, within the barracks.
Yes, up on the upper floors. If you look down at the bottom of the map, you can see the outside of the barracks. They have a...
When we were in the office, did it have a window?
The office did not, no.
Okay. Are the windows barred from the inside? Would we be able to jump out of one?
Probably not. They've got heavy iron bars.
Okay.
Let's see.
I just noticed that we have a shrink.
bars.
There's a Harmonium shrink here. Ridiculous.
Well, of course, they're cops.
Staying put?
Give me 1 second to review my spell list, see if I've got anything useful here.
Sure.
It doesn't look like it.
I mean, I would hope that if they're still going to go off towards the temple, we can leave as soon as they're gone. But
yeah, well, we're gonna
I don't
have
know
to.
if we want to keep hiding here. I want to find.
We're gonna have to.
Place.
We're gonna have to make better time to the temple than they are.
Okay.
Can you do that?
We can meet. I mean, I can move. I don't know that you can keep up with me. I think we can find them when we're on Mount Celestia. I'm less worried about that.
Yeah, but I don't have the key. It's got the key.
Oh well, we can just use the gate to the portal town though if we need to.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
Now to clarify, Serenity, your gate takes you to Bitopia. You then have to travel to Trade Gate, and then you got to travel from there to Excelsior. That's probably 6 days of travel.
And it's a long run, but we could meet up with them.
Let's go. Let's try and book it to the temple first, and if we can't get in,
okay,
then we'll take the alternate route. So that's plan B.
Do we want to wait here, or do we want to move a little bit closer inside the barracks so no one notices us?
I feel like this is a better place to wait.
Okay, just listen and wait.
Kelian, you watch. After another 3 or 4 minutes, Dwath gets things under control. The Doomguard bodies are brought inside the barracks. The other group that was arrested are dragged inside. The Harmonium dead are also taken inside. And you guys in the guard room here, you hear all this commotion of everybody coming back in. You also hear Dwath marching with his contingent off. Kelian, you notice he started with 50. He's down, you count 38.
Wow.
Do we still hear P moving back and forth in the hallway outside of the room?
You do for the next few minutes, but then it quiets down.
Then
Right,
let's
I'll give
go.
it about 30 seconds after it's quiet, and then I'll motion to go.
Okay?
Yeah, let's move it.
You open up,
We're gonna be moving double time to the entire time.
Yeah.
Let's try and beat the temple.
and Kelian, you see it then when they tear ass out of this room, and Serenity is struggling with this huge lockbox.
Kelian tilts his head a little bit, but runs with them once he sees.
As soon as
them.
we're out of sight of the place, I'll take that cloak that doesn't match the armor, throw it over mine, and start removing the gauntlets and anything else that would show over the cloak.
Okay.
It's the breastplate and the skirt. So I'll just look like I'm wearing red armor. I don't need the boots either.
So you just kick them off and leave them in the street?
Yep.
Okay. So you kick off the gauntlets and the boots. And what about the helmet?
The helmet's gone.
The helmet's gone. Okay, so you just got the
Basically,
breastplate.
at this point, I just want to be wearing a cloak. From
Okay.
the outside
You're not
perspective.
gonna be able to get the breastplate or
Yeah.
the mail skirt off
Yeah,
once you stop
obviously.
in. Okay.
But I've got a cloak, so that should cover those pretty well.
So on your character sheet, just reflect that you've got the cloak, the breastplate, and the mail shirt.
Okay.
Kelian, do you approach them when they come tearing ass out of there?
Yeah, Kelian starts running with them
Okay.
once he's able to see it's them.
Ciclon and Mahogany, you arrive at the temple first.
Mm-hmm.
What's the plan when you guys get to the temple?
I'm going to take up a perch and wait until I see any Harmonium or the crew appear. And then depending on which shows up, I'll take my cues from there.
You see the rest of your group first, moving as quickly as they can, but you see Serenity has the burden of a heavy load. But Kelian and Riot are both with him, and they're both in one piece.
All right, I think we should just head into the front door at least.
So you head into the temple?
Does
Yeah.
Mahogany know where the portal is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me where it was in the temple. He just wouldn't give me a...
Right. Okay.
You don't know exactly how to reach it. Actually, let me make a roll real quick. He didn't tell you the actual location of the portal. He just told you it exists. But you surmised, based on what you know from the temple, having spent a little bit of time there, there was a door off the main room with the pool that you didn't go through. And your guess is that that leads back into a storage and kitchen area, which would also serve as a mess for the acolytes and priests who work in the temple. Beyond that area is the only place you could figure the portal would be. It's got to be in a doorway back there somewhere.
Then I'm going to wait for everyone else, tell them that quickly, and I'm going to say we should head through there and see if we can sense the portal. Then I'm going to turn to Riot, and I'm going to say, do you think we should warn them about the Mahogany coming?
And Riot says, I think they'll figure it out.
So they're hard to miss.
Mahogany
I
nods.
think we should. I think we should warn them.
Serenity.
And I'll say, listen, they didn't give me Jack, so I'm not giving them Jack in return.
Damn, that's cold.
What did you do?
Serenity, wisdom 10 check.
Ciclon doesn't truck with that.
14 pass.
14. You're about to go through a portal that's going to dump you into an ocean, and you're wearing heavy armor and carrying a heavy lockbox. There's no way you
I'll
can
take the
swim
armor
holding
off.
anything. Okay.
Are there any clothes in the thing? I'll ask Mahogany, reaching over for the solution blank.
And I'll say... One second, because I actually have a list of a bunch of clothing that's in there.
Get me something that I... Get me something that I can swim with. Kelian, can you open this?
I was just about... Yes, Kelian goes to work on the lockbox.
Make a roll, Kelian. I'm going to make you roll for that. Dex and your thieves' tools.
Wish I had my boat.
15 plus proficiency, 18, 21, 2.
Not difficult. And as you're fumbling with the lockbox, Mahogany and Riot are helping Serenity to doff this armor. And just about the time you get the lockbox open and you see Serenity's gear inside, along with some other miscellaneous stuff. 31 pieces of confiscated gold, a couple of nondescript weapons and things like that are locked up in the box. But the pouch has 31 gold in it, if anybody wants to take that.
I'll take it, since I don't have my own money, I'm assuming.
And all of Serenity's other
Kelian's
equipment is
assuming
in there.
that's actually your money, so...
Sorry,
Good
what was
on
the
ya.
second part?
All your gear is in there.
Okay. But I didn't take my clothes, so I still need something from the solution bag here. Any second, Mahogany. She's kind of holding her hands over her tits.
Yeah, my hand is in the bag, and I say, hide armor size for a large human.
I'll give a 20% chance of having all that in there. Go ahead and roll. It's
Oh, it's in there.
It's in there? Oh, you know it's in there.
I put it in there.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, from
It's
these
actually,
lands?
it's exactly no from way back in Pandemonium.
Okay.
I've got it on the party loot sheet.
All right, and you pull it out.
Right, and I'll hand it to Serenity. I'll say it might be a bit tight, but...
In the time it took Serenity to get all the heavy armor off and make the changes, and the time it took for Kelian to pop the box and everything else, in the distance you can hear the marching coming up the cobblestones.
It suits our needs perfectly.
Right now you all are standing right
let's
outside
go.
the archway going into the temple.
Serenity's already moving.
Okay?
Yeah, let's go.
You enter, and an acolyte is standing at the main temple. Does anybody stop to pay him any heed?
Nope.
Yes.
Ciclon stops. Well, he starts to welcome you to the temple. When he sees Serenity and Riot blow past him, he turns to yell after them.
Listen, we're in a bit of a rush. I'm sorry, but we have to go.
Tell everyone the hardheads are being
Yeah.
for this place. Serenity will yell as she runs back. She'll also
They
flip
want
a
to
gold.
steal from Bahamut's horde.
She'll also flip a gold piece into the nearest alms box
Okay.
as she runs by.
Oh god. Ciclon is out his pockets and whatever money he has left, which is 12 silver and 1 copper.
And as Serenity did, I say, Serenity, be careful with that gold. You owe me 5 platinum.
50 platinum?
So,
5.
you're all going to have to stop to have that conversation like that. You're not having that screaming over your shoulders.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no, we're booking.
Okay. So, the acolyte moves to stop you at first, realizes that he can't stop all of you. Ciclon tells him that the hardheads are on the way, dumps his money into the alms box, then chases after the rest of the group. The last you see the acolyte is he disappears around the corner to look out the front door. At that point, Mahogany, you've reached the door that you surmise leads back into the larder.
Is it unlocked?
It is.
Alright, open it up.
Open it up, make a wisdom check. It's your portal sense.
Poor.
Can I make it the check?
Sure.
Actually proficient in this one, so...
Oh yeah, if you're proficient, you should be the one making the roll.
There we go.
22.
Okay. Headed back in that direction,
Because this plan's great.
you find a wall that's made of much older stone. That looks worked very, very well, mortared together. Clearly not from sigil, like obviously not made of any material that you've seen usually, but it's old, centuries old, and you realize what you're looking at must be an outer wall from a much older temple that the new temple was built to encompass. And when you get near to this area, you start to sense the portal within it. And looking in, you see a small chapel. It's a Bahamut. And at the far end is an archway where two, carved from solid stone, 2 dragon claws come and reach over the back area of the chapel. And the claws intertwine at the top, forming an archway.
I'll point to the archway right there.
I'll take out my holy symbol, walk towards it.
Everybody group up.
And as you
Yep.
do, it flares up. And the portal opens.
Leon lets out
Go.
a long sigh.
And just as you reach the portal, you start hearing shouting from back behind you. One of the acolytes shouting, "What is the meaning of this? What gives you the right?" etc.
Serenity makes a running... You said it opens into an ocean?
You open it and you just see the mountain.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Kelian hesitates for a brief second.
Mahogany drags Kelian through.
Bear with me just a second.
To be fair, you want Mahogany to be the one holding you when we travel into an ocean.
Yeah.
And the word that they use to describe how you fall into this ocean in the material is that you are dumped ignobly into the ocean.
Ignobly?
Ignobly.
If it looked like it was an ocean through it, Serenity was going to do a running jump cannonball with her nose pinched between her fingers.
That's why it's ignobly.
Exactly.
You don't get to do that.
And we'll call it there, as you all tumble into the Silver Sea. gonna put up a straw poll here. Alright, guys, I'm gonna post a link in the Twitch chat. This is for who you get to vote for which of these players gets a little bit of bonus experience. I have to do some adding up on my end.
How much EXP do we get from 50 Harmonium to laugh?
I gave encounter experience to the 3 of you who were involved in the fight. So bear with me just a second as I...
Alright, I'm gonna go pee then.
That sounds like a good idea. I think I will do that as well. Yeah, I'm going to take 2 minutes, go run and use the bathroom. When I come back, we will start doing awarding our blips, which is always fun.
So, McDohl,
Yo.
if you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. Oh,
Um,
hey, hello, can you hear
There
me?
is... Yeah, I can hear you. There is still a reason for us to be here. Even though we don't have the box, I feel like a good reason for us to be here is to find the dude that we were supposed to give it to and see if we can recruit him to our cause of taking down John Dar.
Or tell them so that they can negotiate with Bahamut to get the box.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The box was only kind of a MacGuffin to take the seal to Arakor, give it to Amuleth, he will take up our cause. So our end goal is to get Amuleth to take up our cause. We don't have the box to do that, but there's got to be some other way.
I want to be super clear here. Is this Nick being ridiculous, or is the Riot saying, okay, I didn't do anything wrong? So...
I think that's column A, column B, but no, Ciclon is still very, 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 very pissed at both Mahogany and Riot.
Okay. Did everybody get back already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're here.
We're going to award some blips. We give 1 blip for the most creative action of the session. What was the most creative thing done this week?
I came up with a plan to break prison.
You did not. You said we should break into the prison, and then Riot came up with every element of the plan.
No, I came up with every element of the plan, including the noises.
I like Riot. No, I'm gonna go with Nick here. I think Riot came up with a very good plan to break into the prison and free Serenity.
Well, you broke into the barracks, not the prison. Prison's considerably harder.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, the barracks. Yeah, I'll go along with that too.
Great. Okay.
I'm okay with Riot, because Riot helped.
We give 1 blip for party assistants. Who did the most to further the party's goals this week?
I know who's not getting it.
I mean, everybody did, really.
Yeah.
Everybody was involved with helping.
It was a team
Yeah.
effort.
This was very much a team effort, so this is actually really difficult.
Okay, I'm gonna throw something out here.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're gonna tell me I'm an asshole. I think this is the best idea possible. None of this would have happened, which was all magical, without Serenity getting captured.
I mean, walking into the basics, fully expecting to
Exactly.
be locked up for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And thus,
So
I vote Serenity.
you're voting Serenity further the party's goals the most by getting captured.
Right.
By giving everyone else the spark they needed to get moving and do something.
Yeah.
Right.
This is what the Cypher's job already is.
Okay. We give 1 blip for the most badass. Who is badass this section?
I think Kelian's dancing around the guards was pretty good.
Yeah. That plus his double crit when we needed him to take down a Harmonium guard in one round without him taking anybody else. That was perfect.
The double crit.
Really well done.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing with that though is it wasn't exactly one shot, one kill, and the dude made some noise before it was all over.
One second, I'm gonna make a noise too. That's Kelian.
Is there a feature at some point that when an assassin attacks somebody, they can't make noise until their next turn or anything? Or am I thinking of 4th edition?
I'd have to check.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't think
sure.
so, no.
It's been so long since I've read the assassin list.
Yeah, me too.
But we let Kelian
I think
take
it's a
double
4th
crit.
edition thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck it.
We give 1 blip.
He
For him.
absolutely assassinated that guard.
He
Yeah.
did, yes. In the very literal sense of the word.
Yeah.
We give 1 blip for intangibles.
I'm gonna give that to, or I'm gonna nominate at least, to Mahogany for pissing as hard as a lion can.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wait, does it turn back to Genasi piss when it leaves his body?
I don't know how
It's
the
very
mechanics of that work.
complicated, man.
Alright, so, as we're waiting on the straw poll, let's do our belief rundown. Who'd like to go first?
I'll go.
What is Mahogany's belief?
That there's one perfect state of being for everything, and some cannot be tolerated.
Can you justify living that belief at all this week?
You may not remember this, which is understandable, but Mahogany had an extended role-playing session about his belief with a series of monks inside of his shop.
Oh, I remember.
So I'm going to say yes, Mahogany did live out his belief this week
So,
in guiding those monks, even though he doesn't believe in their...
so their perfect state of being, then, is observing Mahogany. That's how Mahogany feels about them at this point?
It seems like getting a lot from it.
Okay. Did he learn anything new about his beliefs?
No.
And are they changing?
No.
Who wants to go next?
Kelian will go next.
Kelian, what's your belief?
The best outcome is the one that benefits me and my friends the most.
And did Kelian act in accordance with that belief?
I think so, yeah.
How so?
He helped Serenity get freed from the prison and get all of his stuff back. And also contributed gold to getting the key to the portal to Mount Celestia, a place where he really didn't want to go. But
So
there is a job there too, and Kelian wants to do it.
And you think that's the best possible outcome, is concluding this job?
Yeah.
Are Kelian's
Because otherwise,
beliefs- Go ahead.
Kelian wouldn't be caught dead going to Mount Celestia.
Are Kelian's beliefs changing?
No.
And did he learn anything new?
No.
Okay. Who is next?
I'll go.
Riot. What's Riot's belief?
Institutions of control must be uprooted and undermined at every opportunity.
I mean, it didn't really come up.
No.
So, did Riot live that belief this week?
I could make a case for it, but it would take about 5 hours.
So, no, we're not. We're saying no?
No, that totally happened.
So, does Riot believe she caused any long-term damage to the Harmonium as a faction with her actions this week?
In 2 ways, probably.
Okay.
First, I get the sense that the Temple of Bahamut and the Adherents of Bahamut, as like actual lawful good types, thoroughly going lawful good, are probably more popular in Sigil than the Harmonium. So to incite a war between the Harmonium and the Temple of Bahamut probably damaged the Harmonium's reputation more than it damaged the temples.
So how do
especially because it was the Harmonium rolling up on the temple and saying, "We want your stuff."
how do religious institutions like the temple fit into Riot's outlook on authority figures, elements of control?
Oh, she hates them too, but she's also really happy that she stick the Harmonium on. This is a win-win situation for Riot. No matter who no matter who loses, she wins.
Did Riot learn anything new about her beliefs?
No.
And are they changing?
Or anything about anything. No, they're not changing.
All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
What is Serenity's belief?
By my actions, I will make the multiverse a better place.
Is the multiverse a better place by her actions this
No.
week? No.
No.
Did she learn anything new about her beliefs?
No, not specifically.
And-
She still doesn't know everything that's gone on, so...
And are they changing?
No.
And Elsie Clone,
Yeah.
what is your belief?
You even know anymore?
No, I really don't. It is a luchador's duty to know what heroism is and exemplify it to the public.
And did you live that belief this week?
Absolutely not.
How so?
Well, here's the thing, though, is it's like he wants to do the right thing. He wants to do good by people, but
But he's fallen in with such a bad crowd.
these bad, terrible people are pushing him to do things that are not making him happy.
So did Elsie Clone learn something new about his beliefs this week?
No.
Are they changing?
I mean, they are changing in some fashion, but I don't even know what into.
So what direction?
And it's all largely academic right now because I'm capped out on beliefs.
Right.
But
Okay.
Elsie Clone, despite all of this, wants to do right by people. Despite everything he's been through, both before falling in with these group and after, wants to do right by people. And these people are pushing him to cross lines he didn't want to cross.
So is Elsie Clone becoming a more cynical person?
I would say yes.
Okay. Kelian, Riot, and Mahogany, you can all take a belief point.
Mm-hmm.
I have Mahogany winning the straw poll this week.
Oh man, what do I gotta do to win one time?
Well, you gotta turn to a line and
Right,
be
you've
on
won it
people
like
because,
every other time.
because
No.
this is what Nodal does: is he does one single thing that catches everyone's attention, and it's like, yep, that's my straw poll right there.
Let me do some adding up here.
You know, you said you wanted to do right by the people, Ciclon. And you know who the faction of the people is? I hear Riot's recruiting.
What's gonna happen is, like, Riot thinks that she's recruited Kelian, right?
Mhm.
And
She's
Right.
gonna start working on Elsie.
Mahogany thinks he's recruited Riot to his religion. So we're just gonna daisy chain this around somehow.
Kelian's gonna make Elsie Clone a murderer.
Nope. That will not happen. That
To be
is-
fair, he's already stabbed the guardian beast of the Beastlands.
Let me, I'm gonna start giving out points here. Blips are worth 375, so if I tell you get a blip, just add 375. Riot.
Mhm.
I gave you the faction blip for concocting the anti-hardhead plan, breaking into the barracks, putting it all together. I cannot think of a better anarchist plan than to infiltrate the barracks, break out a prisoner, steal from them, and
There's one step left to that plan, which is going to happen when we get back, which is to let everybody know it happened.
you're getting one blip because you got the creative blip, and I gave you one blip for the song.
Okay.
El Cyclonic.
Hi.
I gave you the alignment blip because your alignment says laws can be perverse. which you wrestled with this section because your friend was thrown into prison because of a perverse law, and chaos leads to anarchy. El Ciclon had to wrestle with both of those things tonight outside of the barracks.
Yeah.
And you're getting a blip 375 for your part in the mass combat outside of the barracks. I'm not going to sit down and actually add up how much
Calculate all that
experience
shit
it all
out, yeah. No, I think that's totally easy. So, double 375, whatever that math might be?
Yeah, 375 plus 375. Kelian,
Hmm.
I'm giving you the faction blip because you're trying to put together a plan to save your faction. You see your faction as being in danger, and you're starting to take steps to wrestle away from those who would hurt it. Getting the badass blip, a blip for your part in the mass combat, and 450 on top of that for soloing that guard.
How much on top of that?
450 that guard was worth.
450?
He wasn't a guard, he was something else, but he was worth 450. Serenity. I can't articulate why, but the whole using every part of the rat made me give you the faction blip. Like, that's just... I feel like a cipher would... that's the conclusion the cipher would draw. And the assist blip, and against all odds, they gave you the assistance blip for getting thrown in jail. So you're taking 375 times 2. Mahogany got the intangibles and the straw poll, plus a blip for your part in the combat, plus a blip for successfully achieving your bond and selecting a new one.
Okay.
And that's all I got for you guys. That's it. Numbers are over.